Hi, Sam Villa here. Got a really cool, easy trick for you to do, yet remember, everything requires practice. So when you see this, you're gonna say, that's impossible for me to do. Listen, if I can do it, you can do it. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, prep the hair. Once again, prepping with our texture iron, a mini crimping iron that alters the texture of hair, gives a lot of pliability, makes it a lot easier to work with. And then our product of choice was Redken Iron Shape 11, thermal heat protector. Really important anytime you work with a thermal tool. So the idea we did was we went from base all the way out to the ends in terms of texturizing it. It made it much fatter, it's gonna make it more pliable and easy to keep the twisted loop inside as we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do, let's ask our client, Sarah, to lean over. Place her head there. Just have your client relax. Take a horseshoe section with the horseshoe hanging on the wall like this, so all the luck falls your way. Once you've got the section, then you're going to come through, take a horizontal slice to the path of my eye, horizontally. Take this slice, and all we're simply going to do is just start to twist this towards the face. So I want you to twist it towards the face, towards the face. Give it a nice, tight twist, okay? Give it so much of a twist, a tight twist, that it starts to kind of loop back on itself. So it starts to kind of do this. See how it's looping back on itself already? But I want you to give it really tight at the base, and then keep working and letting your hands slide out as you twist. Now let's recreate our first loop. So we're going to come through, and all we're going to do is just loop around, place my index finger in there, come through, my middle finger actually goes in there, come through, keep your twist, and pinch it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just pinch that. Take a slice, attach it to what you have pinched. So slide that hair, all of that into your pinch. Combine the sections together and twist towards the face. Do not go underneath the section and try to bring it underneath and add it. All I want you to do is just sit them side by side, what you picked up, and start twisting. Once you start twisting, it's really important. Notice how I keep moving my index finger and my thumb up. So once I have enough twist, you can start to see it's looping back on itself. Now, just come through, and now loop back again. So I'm going to loop back, right back to it, and you come right up on top and loop. And remember, keep your twist. If there's anything that's critical, it's important you keep the twist. So I come through, my middle finger goes there, come through, take another slice, bring this slice back to me, clean up what you need to clean up, okay? And now just start to twist once again towards the face. Try to get it as tight as you can right at the base. Work your twist out, okay? Now watch what happens. What I've already done, because I've added hair, that's actually going to sit there, okay? Now as you go on and you add hair, it's going to get fatter. So it's going to tilt in terms of the size of the loop as you go on. Loop, so I loop around, back towards, okay? Place my middle finger inside of the loop. That maintains it. Come back through and slice again. Take a slice, bring it back to you, and now once again, start to twist, start to twist. Any little hairs that fall out, let them fall out. We can work with that afterwards, okay? And keep your twist. If there's anything that's important, it's that twist and the pinch that you're giving it. Okay, now stretch it out so you can see where you need to go. It'll tell you when it's gonna loop back on itself, okay? Now you come back and you just loop around. Middle finger goes in. That will stabilize it, releases your index finger so you can actually twist. Bring the head back up, okay? Grab in a section. See how I just slide those two together? And now just start to twist once again towards the face, towards the face, towards the face. Really gives you a cool headband effect in terms of how it looks. So it's really cool in regards to creating something that can pull the hair back and away from the face, but give it a total different look in the way that you do it. So we're here. Twist towards the face, towards the face. Now watch how that will stay there. Now I come back out. See how much of a twist I'm getting on that? So that's almost ready to loop back on itself already. So let's come through and loop on that. Middle finger goes there. Okay. Now once I've got these, I can come back and I can pin these down. But the idea is to get it started. And the idea is each time I take a section, I loop it, I'm adding hair. So you add hair. That's what attaches it to the head. Okay, so we come back through, loop, towards the face, towards the face. And you'll see the previous one you did, it's going to stay. Okay, now it's starting to loop on its own, so allow the loop to go in. Middle finger goes inside the loop. Okay, come back, take a slice. Now watch how I'll take this slice and I just add it to my pinch. Don't go underneath and loop it. Okay, I've tried to do it that way, and it doesn't give it a good visual on top. It gets too bumpy on top. So you need to just add it side by side and twist towards the face. Okay, once you're there, you've got it. Just twist. Everything will hold on its own, and you can start to see how it wants to loop already on its own. So middle finger goes in, come back through, and loop again. Okay, keep your twist, slice, bring your section. See how I just grabbed those two? I add them together and just immediately start twisting. Just start twisting. Okay? Now, could I use a different type of product in terms of SAM to get all of my flyaways down? Let's say I wanted it really clean. Sure you could. My product of choice would be Movability 05 within the flex category. And I love working that because it's a nice cream paste. It gathers all the hair together. So if you want to make it really clean and you find you have a lot of layers, you use a product, Movability 05 by Redken, that's going to give you a little bit more control over each section as you work. Okay, remember, hold your pinch. You'll feel it start to twist on its own. I can almost feel it. See that? Now once I'm there, extend out on that and then come back through. I want to give it a little bit more of a twist. Now all I do is middle finger goes in and I come back through and here. Now I'm going to finish it. So now I need to take my last section. That's going to be my last section. See, I just gathered it, placed it in between my thumb, my index finger, twist towards the face. And it's all about giving them visual character, my friends, about visual value in terms of doing these braids or doing these techniques, these simple little things. All of these girls are doing this now. So I think it's something that we as hairdressers need to start to do, just to add some character and a different visual, rather than doing a braid or something that we exactly did back in the 80s. Now, what does this remind me of? This reminds me of when we used to take a ponytail, and we put hair in a ponytail, and then we twist all little sections, and they loop back on themselves, and you pin it into a little chignon. Same idea, but the only issue here is that we did it in an area so it looks more like a headband, if you will. We actually added sections as we continue to twist. Now, how do you close it off? Simple. Just keep twisting and twisting, just like I was talking about doing those ponytails back in the 80s, and you keep twisting. So that what you're going to do is you're just going to create a little chignon that's going to sit here that has a sense of twist to it. So I just twist, okay, and just let it keep wrapping back up on itself. Now once I feel I got a good little shape going on right there. I love that. Take all the excess hair, wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, and fold it underneath. Okay, so that sits like this. Now I'm going to come back through and just adjust my loops the way that I want them to sit. Once again, where you hold is where we pin. Taking a grip, flat foot and a toe that kicks up. It goes, flat foot goes in, and then we go back in the opposite direction. Okay, where we hold is where we pin. I'm going to pin that right there into that. Take another grip. Going to connect both of these. So I go flat foot comes up. So I go right through, flat foot down, toe up, excuse me. Now I come through, I'm going to catch this loop, and I'm going to catch that loop and bring them both together. So they sit there like that. Okay, any little loops that I want to sit flatter, just take a grip, come right through, and just go back in the opposite direction. So it tends to sit a little flatter. Sometimes I'll pop these up, and there's so many ways. Once you start to play with something, my friends, make it your own. Remember, I'm only the messenger, just doing the research, finding it, making it simple for you to do, and then it's up to you to create it in your own way. So can you imagine you do this down the center for a mohawk type effect, picking up all the hair if you want to. But once again, all about just giving you some ideas in terms of what you can do with the hair. And then you can have a simple ponytail. Let's finish it off with our Fashion Work 12 going through. And I'm just going to work with our Fashion Work 12. Any little hair that I see that I just want to take away, just coming through and just taking that away. So you can create these, make them your own, and once again, just a cool little technique that gives you a sense of value when you look at it, and you can see how it just tilts. It gets fatter as you go, obviously, because you're adding hair to it. Once again, Sam Villa here with simple little tricks that you too can do behind the chair. And remember, my friends, it's all about practice, practice, practice. Again, again, and again. Talk to you soon, and take care.